Here at the Kingdom Arena in Rio. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York. And he'll be facing...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is gonna...
High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Nice counter. They drop their guard, they get caught. Good counter punch. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Time they throw a shot, they get countered. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in counter.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them. Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot... And there's the bell to start round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Fundora just got rocked. And down goes the towering Inferno. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Punch, counter punch. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt, it's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Can't find a home for that jab. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. He's been knocked down, down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
This will make you do it. Don't want to lose this fight, do you?
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
A perfect counter shot. And he misses with that straight left. The jab not finding its target. Nice counter shot. Solid punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he misses with that straight left. These two were made for each other. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. You still win a fight.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his... There's the bell for round 4. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Milton, are you okay?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put it down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. You are right.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know it.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Mistakes and you're switching off.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. And there's the bell to start the round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Beautiful counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Beautiful counter shot. Solid punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I see.
Here we go in the 6th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. The counter lands. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Just misses with that jab. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Leaves a knockout without it.
Here we go. It's round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter. These two fighters are made for one another. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is a high-octane battle. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they...
I don't believe it! One of the all-time greats, Robinson, goes down! That body shot right there paralyzed him and won him the fight.
I need...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's... Round 8, and we're off again. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
They exchange punches. These punches coming from every angle. Nice exchange here from both men. And he scores with the counter. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
That counter shot lands. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Catch and shoot. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn